In 2008, construction worker Frank Morrison suffered a particularly gruesome DIY mishap doing a demolition job on his face that almost cost him his life. Frank spent 40 years using power tools.
Probably used nearly every tool in the book. Still saws, an SDS drill, chisels, battery-powered hand drill, breakers. I've had quite a lot of experience of using power tools.
So when his neighbour set about fashioning a makeshift plant pot out of a rubber tyre, who better than Frank to help speed up the cutting process?
I said to him, I'll help you out here. I'll go and get the jigsaw, which I have a steel blade in, and I'll snip the last bit of rubber for you.
But on opening his tool shed, he had a better idea. Why mess around with a jigsaw when you could do the job twice as quick with an angle grinder? Angle grinders are the daddy of all cutting tools, equipped with a high-speed metal blade that's capable of going through concrete.
It's the 3,000 RPM machine. The way the blade turns towards you and upwards, it's quite hard to control.
A blade this powerful requires a protective guard, but Frank had forgotten to attach it, meaning that as he approached the tyre, his tool had been transformed into a time bomb.
I put my foot on it, I located the piece that needed to be cut and put the grinder to it. Obviously, it proved to be the wrong thing to do.
As the blade span, it heated the rubber. As the rubber melted, it grabbed the blade. With that kind of power under that kind of tension, something had to give.
And really, it only took a millisecond before it exploded.
As the disc went off like a grenade, a razor-sharp shard of metal erupted backwards, straight into Frank.
Up through his face, through his nose, into his eye, and through his skull.
The grinder's deadly payload had blown its way through Frank's face as though it were made of polystyrene, burying itself by his brain. If you don't want an idea of what it looked like, you should look away now.
I can immediately feel the heat of the blood running through my fingers as soon as I put my hands onto my face. The feeling was one of numbness after that.
Flat on his back, Frank faced what seemed to be certain death. All Andrea could do was try her best to stem the torrential bleeding.
I was covered in blood. Frank was covered totally in blood, and the towel that we used, that was just soaked through.
Everything does slow down. You just want to lie down and go to sleep. And that's all you want to do, is to go to sleep and shut down.